The story begins with Ava returning to her hometown of Southport after many years. After getting ready, she heads out with excitement to attend the engagement party of her old high school friends, Danica and Teddy. When she arrives, Ava and Danica are thrilled to see each other again after so long. It's also revealed that Ava's ex Milo is there too. That night, after the celebration winds down, the four of them, Ava, Danica, Milo, and Teddy, spend time reminiscing. Danica encourages Ava and Milo to move back to Southport, but neither is ready to give up their current lives. They then decide to drive to a summit to watch the 4th of July fireworks. But before heading out, they bump into Stevie, an old friend who had distanced herself after her father vanished with her college funds. Feeling sympathetic, they invite her to join. Stevie is hesitant at first since she's on shift, but a co-worker nudges her to go, and she agrees. The 5 friends hop in the car, eager to make the night special. After driving a bit, they find a great spot and pull over. But Teddy, who's drunk, begins fooling around in the road. As a car approaches, the group shouts at him to move, but he ignores them. At the last second, Milo yanks him out of harm's way. Danica starts yelling at Teddy, but he's still laughing and standing in the street. Suddenly, the car swerves to miss him, crashes into a barrier, and teeters above sharp rocks. Horrified, the group rushes over. Teddy tries to save the driver, while the others attempt to hold the vehicle steady. But they lose control, and the truck plunges off the edge with a sickening crash. Shocked and terrified, the group begins to argue. Teddy calls the police, then urges them to leave. Ava refuses, thinking the driver may still be alive. Teddy promises they'll go to the station, so she reluctantly joins them. But instead of the station, Teddy takes them to his house. He says his father has influence and can fix this, if they promise to never speak of it again. Everyone agrees, except Ava. Danica pleads with her, warning the truth could ruin all of their lives. Tearfully, Ava agrees and leaves in silence. A year later, Ava returns to Southport. At the airport, she meets a woman named Tyler, and the two hook up. Tyler asks for a ride to town, and Ava agrees. Milo later picks them up, and during the drive, Tyler says she runs a true crime podcast and came to cover the brutal 1997 massacre. Soon, they arrive at Danica's bridal shower, where Stevie is also present, now surprisingly close with Danica. As the party continues, Danica opens her gifts until one card catches her off guard. It reads, "I know what you did last summer," sending a chill down her spine. She asks who sent it, but no one answers. Her fiancé, Wyatt, walks up, revealing she and Teddy broke up. Later, she shares the note with her friends, believing Teddy sent it out of anger. Teddy, now a drunk and mentally unstable, has struggled since the accident, but Milo doubts it's him and wonders if it's someone tied to the crash victim, Sam Cooper. Stevie says she looked into Sam and found he had no surviving relatives. They all confront Teddy on his boat and show him the note, but he flatly denies it and says it's Danica's problem. That night, Danica feels uneasy. She takes a bath with headphones on, unaware that Wyatt downstairs notices the porch light acting strangely. He steps outside to check it out, but no one is there. The light turns off by itself. And then, Wyatt is suddenly attacked and screams in pain, but Danica hears nothing. He struggles but manages to stand, only to be stabbed again with a harpoon. Believing it's a robbery, he begs for mercy, but the killer, dressed in a black raincoat and wielding a large hook, shows none. Later, Danica finds Wyatt's body and a chilling message. "You can't erase the past." At the police station, her friends console her. Teddy and his father Grant arrive, and Grant assures her that security will be posted at her home. The group regathers to understand why Wyatt was targeted. He wasn't involved in the accident. Milo grows suspicious of Tyler, who seems conveniently curious about the old massacre. They listen to her podcast and learn about a fisherman who murdered a group of teens in 1997 after they received a mysterious note. Hearing the eerie similarities, the group becomes alarmed. Teddy warns them that his father erased all official files to protect their town's reputation. Out of options, Ava meets Tyler again, who invites her to help investigate the original killings. They visit Bayside House, the site of one of the past murders. Tyler mentions that a woman named Julie James once received a note with the exact same words. Ava is visibly shaken. Tyler steps away, leaving Ava suspicious. She messages her friends, then sees the fisherman standing nearby. At first, she thinks it's Tyler, but when Tyler yells from upstairs, Ava realizes the truth. The killer lunges at her. Tyler flees, but the door is stuck. Ava wounds the killer and hides in a room. When she comes out, the fisherman is gone, but Tyler is back, rattled. Suddenly, a steel cage traps Ava. She tells Tyler to get help. Tyler tries to find an escape route, but the fisherman attacks her too. Outside, Stevie sees Ava's message and arrives, but the building is locked. Tyler escapes and reaches another floor, but the killer finds her and attacks with the hook, right as Ava breaks out of the cage. Tyler uses her last strength to pull off the killer's mask and gasps. At the same moment, Ava escapes and finds Stevie just as Tyler's body appears hanging outside, horrifying the crowd. Police arrive, and a shaken Ava is comforted. The next day, Ava visits Julie, now a professor in another town. She pleads for help. Julie brushes it off until she realizes Ava is serious. She brings her inside and Ava explains everything, from the crash to the murders. Ava asks Julie to come back to Southport, but she refuses, saying she vowed never to return. Still, she advises Ava to find the killer before the killer finds her. Stevie then takes the group to see Ray, another 1997 survivor, and her boss. Ava is stunned to learn he's Julie's ex-husband. They explain the situation, and Ray suggests checking who the truck from the accident belonged to. The report claims Sam had stolen it. They visit a junkyard where the wrecked truck was sent. The owner reveals it belonged to a local pastor, Judah Gillespie. That night, everyone crashes at Teddy's place for safety, except Stevie, who's working. Danica and Teddy cuddle up while Milo and Ava stay in the guest room. Later, Milo goes out to grab his charger, but when he returns, the door is locked. He calls out, but before Ava can respond, the fisherman wraps a rope around his neck. Milo tries to fight back, but the fisherman slowly strangles him to death. The next morning, Ava and Danica visit the church looking for the pastor. A staff member says he's out, so Danica pretends to use the restroom and sneaks into his office. Soon after, the pastor returns and chats with Ava. When Sam's name is mentioned, the pastor grows tense. Meanwhile, Danica finds a book with a photo of him and Sam, revealing their bond. The girls report their suspicions to the police, but the officer alerts Grant instead. The girls are detained with their phones taken. That night, Teddy drinks alone and watches fireworks. He notices his electric gate malfunctioning and checks it out, only to be ambushed by the fisherman. A fierce fight breaks out, and Teddy wounds the killer and tries to escape, but he's too hurt. The fisherman recovers and drags him away. Grant later opens the door, only to see his bloodied son. Before he can react, the killer impales him too. The next day, the cops panic, and the girls are released. Outside, a crowd stares in shock at Teddy and Grant's hanging bodies. Danica is devastated. Ray urges the girls to flee town. They agree until they spot Milo's car with his dead body inside. Ava breaks down, but her friends pull her away. Stevie guides them to a boat to escape. Meanwhile, cops arrive at the church to arrest Pastor Judah, but find him already dead, with his eyes gouged out. Among his belongings, they discover a photo of him with Sam, and shockingly, Stevie standing beside them, smiling. Back on the boat, the fisherman suddenly attacks Danica. The girls freeze as the killer is revealed to be Stevie. They demand an explanation. Stevie confesses she was hurt by how they abandoned her after her father left. She became addicted, went to rehab, and met Sam, who helped her heal. The night of the crash, Sam had taken the truck to find her, fearing she'd relapse. Stevie never saw who was inside, but when she found out, she was devastated and wanted revenge. The girls are stunned. Ava grabs a flare gun and attacks. A brutal fight breaks out. Ray arrives as Ava runs for help. Danica and Stevie fight fiercely, and just when Stevie gains the upper hand, Ray draws his gun. He and Ava plead with her to stop, but Stevie stabs Danica with her hook and tosses her overboard. Ray shoots Stevie. Ava sobs over Danica's apparent death, but Ray assures her it's over. Ava later calls Julie, saying Stevie was the killer, but she's confused how Stevie pulled it off alone. Julie searches online and finds a photo of Stevie with Ray, revealing they were close. Meanwhile, Ava is with Ray, who removes his jacket, revealing a wound, reminding Eva of when she stabbed the killer. She says she wants to go, but the door's locked. Ray admits Stevie spared Ava for trying to do the right thing, but now he can't. Ava's horrified that he killed his partner, but Ray reveals he didn't, implying Stevie's alive. He attacks Ava and they fight. Ava is badly hurt. Julie arrives and finds her wounded. She comforts Ava, just as Ray appears. Julie demands to know why. Ray explains he wanted justice for Stevie and is furious that the town buried the past to attract new residents. He plans to blame Julie for everything. But then, Ava shoots him with a harpoon, finally ending it. In the final moments, Danica is found alive on the beach by locals and taken to the hospital. After recovering, she and Ava reunite and relax on a peaceful beach. Ava then says that Stevie is still out there. The girls joke that they'll have to finish her off before she comes back for them. Wow, what a ride. I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025, takes everything that made the original franchise iconic, the guilt, the secrets, the bloody retributions, and delivers a fresh, chilling twist with a new generation, plus some returning faces. Did Stevie's reveal hit you as hard as it hit me? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want more movie recaps and reviews, and hit that bell so you never miss a killer twist. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.